Hi, Tweeties and Frogs. Guess what? It's May. And Friday was the first day of May, and I'm going to teach you a little bit how we're going to be doing Number Corner this month. So think back when we did Lions and Lambs. Then we did Frogs and Toads. Now we're going to be doing Cats and Dogs. So keep that in mind as we go through. Alrighty, so I think you have seen on Friday was the very first day of May, and it was a story problem. It says, John has one dog. He wanted another, but his mom says one is enough. How many dogs does John have? So think about that, kindergartners. How many dogs do you think John has? I'll give you a minute to think about it. Alrighty. Now, what we're going to be doing this month, if you want to, we're going to be making a grid. So we're going to write the date. Then if there is an equation, we're going to model it here. And if there's a story problem to make, then we're going to do that there. So on this one, it already has the story problem for us. So what we need to do is we need to do the other parts. So first of all, I'm going to write the date. So on this day, it was May 1st. Now, what's the equation? We have to think about it. John has a dog, but he wanted one more, but his mom said no. How many dogs does he have? So let's think about that. John has one dog. He wants to add another dog, but his mom said no, which would be 0. He doesn't get any more. So how many dogs does John have? He has one dog because 1 plus 0 equals 1. Now the story problem's already there, so we don't do a story problem. Now, the next day was Saturday. This one says 1 plus 1 equals what? So on this day, it is May. And think when we're at May, it's M-A-A. I don't want to play A-Y. Have you been practicing your putting chairs? If you haven't, maybe do it today. All right, so now it's May 2nd. Now, what's our equation? Oops, this one? It was 1 plus 1 equals 2. Now, who thinks that they could make up a story problem about one cat plus another cat equaling 2 cats? Think about it. I'll give you a second. Alrighty, do you have something in your mind? If you need to pause the video, you can, and you can tell a grown-up or tell somebody else. Now, I thought that I could say something like, there was one cat in the basket, and one more cat came to play, equals 2 cats in a basket. All right, so then we would write that there. One cat in a basket. Ask it. One cat in a basket. One more came to play. One cat in a basket, one more came to play, equals 2 cats. Ooh, now it's plural. Cats in the, some snap words in here, basket. All right, so think about your words, think about your spaces. If there's some snap words in there, make sure you spell them correctly. All right, so then there was Sunday. Sunday's another story problem. This one says, Maria has 5 cats. 2 of the cats are black and the rest are striped. How many cats does Maria have? 5 cats altogether. 2 are black and the rest are striped. So on May 3rd, There's 5 cats altogether. So I know my answer is going to be 5, but I have to figure out the rest. But it said 2 of the cats were striped. So if I have 2 striped cats plus how many, 2 of the cats are black. I'm sorry, 2 black cats. How many striped cats will equal 5? So 2 plus what equals 5? Let's see, if you're not sure, if you have 2 cats, how many more do you need to make 5? 1, 2, 3. 3 more. So the answer here would be 3. Now, this one is already a story problem, so we don't have to write another story problem there. All right, and then today, it's Monday. This one says, it's a subtraction. 6 take away 2 equals how many? So, on May 4th, the equation is 6 take away 2 equals how many? Some of you can do that math in your head. Some of you need to use your fingers. So if I was using my fingers, I would make 6. 5 plus 1 more is 6. And I'm going to take away 2. 1, 2. How many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 take away 2 equals 4. Now, who can come up with a story problem for 6 take away 4? Notice it's not cats, it's a dog. So, you might say there were 6 dogs playing in the yard and 2 of them went home. How many doggies are left? And you could try to write that. All right? If you don't have a big piece of paper, you can do this on little pieces of paper. All right. So that's how you're going to be doing your calendar grid pieces. And we're going to be showing you a picture of that every day. All right? Some of them are going to be story problems, and some of them are going to be equations. And then you do the work from there. Now, another thing that you might be working on, you might be working on your 10 frame. And you might be coloring your dots as you go. If you have those and you want to keep going, keep up the good work. Very proud of you. Some of you might be working on your weather graph. Now, this is the one we've had in kindergarten, and this would have been in your packet, and you can keep track. Now, yesterday was lovely and sunny and warm. Today's going to be a little bit chillier, so your graph might have to reflect that. There was also, in the science stuff that we sent you, is another weather graph. And you can be keeping track for several days what the weather is if you want to do this one also. Now, we also, of course, have these 2 pieces of paper because we're going to be keeping track if it's a dog or a cat day. Now, here's the tricky part. Last month, we had the toad and the frog spinner, and it was exactly in half. Half of the circle was frog and half of the circle was toad. So many of you were just flipping a coin because one side could be heads and the other side could be tails. If that works for you and you want to keep going, you can. But let me show you the spinner for this month. This month, the spinner looks a little bit different. This month, more of the spinner is cat and just a little bit is dog. So if you want to keep flipping coins because that works for you, go for it. Otherwise, I'm going to show you how to make a spinner. So you can get a piece of paper and a cup or a bowl or something like that, and you're going to trace the spinner or trace the circle, and then you're going to divide it in half and then divide that in half. It's not perfect, but that's the best I can do. Now, if you think about this one, this has a lot of orange. So the cats are going to be all of this area here. You can do a better job coloring than I can because I'm just going to go quick. And the dogs, we're going to have them be brown. Oh my goodness, this is a horrible crayon. Now, we've done spinners before when you get a paper clip and you put the paper clip on there and you spin the spinner and see where it lands. So if you want to make your own spinner, you can definitely do that. Then you can decide if it is a cat day or a dog day, and then color it in. And then remember to also do the equation. All right, so if you have one cat plus one dog equals how many? So keep working on those also. These papers were in your packet. All righty, moving along. Now, if you are keeping track of how many days we've been in, at home, look at how big it's getting. Wrong side. Bear with me. Now, if you participated in the vote, we decided to only keep track of the school days that we've been home. And we are up to 31 school days at home, which is a lot of school days. All right, friends, I hope you have a wonderful time with math and numbers and equations and all of those fun things. Bye-bye.